Good evening, vinyl community. It's Steve again with another one of his videos for his recent finds. This might be 23. First up, I'm on 27 subscribers. Thank you very much. So I'd like to big thank you to the ones I do know about: John Wrightson, Pokey Pie, and Wade Corey. Thank you for subscribing. I've got a couple of others, but haven't had the notification to say who they are. So, a big thank you. It seems to be ticking on nicely. One thing I learnt from the last video, that there isn't much love for Kylie Minogue. Everyone's each to their own. That's not. I'm a fan. I just wanted to save the vinyl from being chucked, to be quite honest. But hey, I should be so lucky. Okay, so without further ado, I'll go through these finds. Lot of charity finds. Some cost me pennies, some cost me a bit more, and some were from the record store. So first up, this is charity find. This was being saved from being thrown out. This is Beethoven Symphony No. 5 in C minor. Probably contains the greatest riff of them all. This is on the Ace Club's label by Decca. And this dates back to the early 60s, I believe. It features the Paris Conservatoire Orchestra with Carl Schubert conducting. For its age and the fact I think it hadn't been played for a long time, it sounded really good. So happy to pick that up. Continuing on the classical theme, this is on the Mercury Wing label. This is Debussy's Nocturnes for Orchestra and Ravel's Pavane for a Dead Princess Las Valise. Antal Dorati conducts the Minneapolis Symphony, while Paul Perret conducts the Detroit Symphony. Again, it's actually quite good neck, a little bit of ring wear on the back. It plays well. I think that's the one thing I've discovered with the classical recordings. They don't get played that often, which is not a bad thing. But they do turn out and they sound really great. So again, glad to pick this up. I've got a feeling I'll be picking a few more classical recordings up over the coming weeks and months. And it's always nice to have a bit of variation. In classical music, it's great to do the ironing too. Next up, Pete Gabriel 4. Picked this for £1. It's got I Have the Touch and Shot the Monkey on it. You can say about this great album. It's a different shift to Pete Gabriel 3, the Melting album. I do like this a lot. I was glad I picked this up, and I was glad I picked it up. It was quite a decent price. Another record that was going to be thrown out at the charity shop, the famous Isley Brothers. This has got. This is on the Hallmark label. What it's got on it, it's got Please, 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 Stagger Lee, Shake It To Me Baby, Long Tall Sally, their versions. They're not really their big hits like Shout and whatever. But a great record all the same. Again, I was so stoked to pick this up for £1. This is Elton John's Tumbleweed Connection, and to quite a few people, this could be considered his best album. Great piece of Americana, which was all the more remarkable because even Bernie Taupin had never even left the UK at that time to go to America. You got the sepia cover. I don't know which railway station in England it is, but it's made to look like it's an American station. It's absolutely just dripping with great songs on here. If you haven't got it, it's worth tracking down a copy to get hold of. This is John Lennon's Imagine. This didn't cost a pound, unfortunately. It's cost me about £5. Pleased to get this. It's got all, it's got the title track, Jealous Guy, which I think is great. It's So Hard. And then obviously How Do You Sleep is sort of attack on Paul McCartney. I think it was a combination of everything that went on up to the split of the Beatles, post Beatles. I think I've seen something on YouTube that Lennon didn't sort of that he sort of made up with Paul. Sort of saw it as more of him attacking himself, right, as well as Paul. Which is probably a diplomatic way of saying it, but you know, it is what it is. And the lyrics, you know, the only thing you ever wrote was yesterday. His music to my ears, I think, you know, says it all. Product of its time, I suspect. You know, if he had recorded that, if that came a couple of years later, I don't think it'd been recorded. I think that song was just there, just his way, just letting this out. Sometimes people have vehicles for doing that. Next album, The World of John Mayall, Volume 2. This is on the Decca label, released in 1971. Decca did a lot of greatest hits. The World of, I've got shown in previous video, The World of Marianne Faithfull. There is a Volume 1, which I haven't managed to get hold of yet, so I'd like to. On here, you've got Checking Up on My Baby, Broken Wings, My Time After a While, I Can't Quit You Baby, She's Too Young. It's just standard blues there. I mean, I don't know where it's dragged on from. I don't think anything includes anything with Eric Clapton in there. So, you know, but for what it is, it's not a bad album. Next up, really to complete my moody blues, this is the Sur la Mer album, which came out in 1988, and it's just a box standard 80s pop rock album of the period. Nothing exceptional. Produced by Tony Visconti. You know, I think if you compare it to the 70s, you're going to be very disappointed, in my view. Hey, it's not bad, but you know, it's not patch on their 70s work. In a previous video, I picked up a copy of Elvis 40 Greats in the French copy. Now I've managed to pick up an English copy. This is on the RCA stroke arcade label. And it includes 18 number ones. It's pretty much box standard fare. You know, it's got Heartbreak Hotel, Blue Suede Shoes, Hound Dog, King Creole, Jailhouse Rock. Yeah, you've got Suspicious Minds, In the Ghetto, Guitar Man. I don't think I'm disappointed. He hasn't got his Burning Love, but he's got Ends with Don't Cry Daddy. Good Luck Charm. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. It's his 40 greatest at that time. I think it came out around 1974, 75. Predates his passing. And we're coming up to 40 years next year of that. You know, next year we've got quite a few anniversaries. Velvet Underground's debut album, Sgt. Pepper. So yeah, there's going to be a fair bit of commemorating going on next year, which is good because 2016 has been quite a shit year, in my opinion. Man that always ends up in the pound bins is Leo Sayer, and this is Another Year. This album contains Moonlighting. This is where he was writing his own songs. In a sense, it's not a bad record. You know, some of the good tracks. There's a track called The Last Gig of Johnny Be Good, which is excellent. Bedsitter Land, really, I think underestimated as a writer. I think we sort of allow, as I've said previously, is big hits to overshadow what a good writer is. And you only have to check out Roger Daltrey's debut solo album for that, because he practically wrote most of the tracks on there for Daltrey. Split Ends, True Colours, the Big Breakthrough album in the UK. This is the red copy. There's copies in different colours. This unfortunately isn't one of those that's got laser etching on it. I saw a video a couple of days where they had it laser edged, and I think when you played, you got the image of the cover on the album. Mainly, it's got I Got You, which is one of my favourite songs of all time. Split End, I think New Zealand sort of came out sort of like a arts rock gradually built up the following, ended up getting a hit single, and then really never was able to capitalise on it. There's a song they did do, it's not on the album, but 6 Months in a Leaky Boat. It's another great song by Split Enz, worth checking out. And to finish, I've got a couple of Yes albums. This is the Yes album, and it's got Yours Is No Disgrace, Star Trooper, I've Seen All Good People. Probably some will say the essential Yes album for the songs. This features the lineup featuring Tony Kaye on keyboards, the last album that featured himself before he formed Badger. He will obviously, of course, later returned on the 90125 album. Great album, classic rock album. And to finish, yes, this is their Tomato album from '78. It's got Don't Kill the Whale on it. Not their greatest album, it has to be said. I think probably towards that time, prog was out, punk was in. There's no big long songs on there, but it was the last album at that time to feature Rick Wakeman and John Anderson, who left shortly after, and that led to the Buggles joining to produce Drama, and that's an album which I need to get hold of. So there we have it. These are the latest collection. It's Wednesday. I'm feeling a bit rough around the edges, but it's only a couple of days till Friday. So all I can say to you is keep hitting the likes and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I'll reply to all comments, good or bad. And so, keep smiling. Friday's almost here. So until next time, take care. Keep playing that music. See ya.